How many of you are sick of the education system? Type in the comments below. I'm sick of it. How many of you are like wondering what did you even do in college, right? So look, you clicked on this video thinking that I'll be talking about decentralized education, and yes, I am going to talk about how education is getting disrupted in the new economy and how you can also work with that. But we need to address like what is the state of the education system is like right now. So in this video, we're going to talk about three things. As always, it's always three things. One is what what are the drawbacks of the current education system, what we can do about it, and what's the way like what would a transformed digital education system would look like as in what is the future of the education system uh, is headed towards. So I'm somebody who's been pretty frustrated with how the way things are being taught in schools and colleges. But I put those behind me. Like, of course, like there are some things that could have been better, but they did the best that they could. All right, because the system is built in a very conservative manner. It's a capricious system. It will make sure that whatever is needed, it will keep it, and anything that tries to change the system, it's probably going to like. Rebel against it. So it's probably going to put it aside. So when I say capricious, it may not be the right word. Most likely, a conservative system would be more apt for it. And we have heard all the same things again and again that it was built for the industrial revolution employees and all that. But did you know that the current system of education that we follow, where we sit in like rows of desks, and there's one person who batch processes the kids to like teach whatever is going on, it actually comes from the Napoleonic era when Napoleon invaded Prussia. The Prussians general thought that, hey, look, Napoleon has done like remarkable job. We need to like think about educated soldiers, so we'll educate them like this. And like any normal any Prussian general, that's what they did. So batch processing kits is like it kills creativity basically. Like one way to kill your creativity is by going to school, according to a lot of quotes by a lot of famous people. So I'm not gonna like rehash that again and again and bore you guys. But what I do want to talk about is like the statistics based on the populations who do well in school seem to be girls, because look, this is like just the data that I'm talking about, not my personal opinion. But according to the data, women who are more likely to be agreeable seem to do better in schools and colleges, and there seems to be more women based on like the colleges in the humanities field and whatnot. And the men or the male part of the population, they mostly go to the STEM fields, which is the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields, right? Uh, so at the same time, you gotta consider that the kind of personality types which do not are not welcomed. I mean, do not feel welcome in the current paradigm of education system, are those who come under the open to new experiences factor in the big five factor analysis of personality. So the just to give you a brief, that the big five factor analysis is the most updated form of personality categories in psychology today. You can read a book called Personality by What Makes Us What We Are by David Nettle to know more about it. Incredible book. So yeah, let me talk about how like what's the problem with not letting these open to new experience people get in. Basically, the most likely entrepreneurs come from the people who score high in open to new experiences. So you heard the phrase that an artist and an entrepreneur are mostly the same people, that there are no difference between them. So like yeah, you see some kind of similarities, right? Because basically they are like very similar. Like Steve Jobs was an artist, and may not apply to the other entrepreneurs. Like it may not seem like it, but it takes like a good a good artistic open to new experiences to also have art in your place of working. Like for example, Mark Zuckerberg and Sean Parker, they got a graffiti artist to paint a mural in their office back then. So obviously, the current education paradigm may not work for these guys, but what does? It seems that the Montessori school has an amazing track record of coming up with the entrepreneurs. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, those two guys, the Google co-founders, they came from that. So Montessori school system seems to encourage entrepreneurs to come from that kind of system. And like with this new COVID pandemic situation coming in, it seems that people are paying so much for educational institutions where they're not able to enjoy what they are paying for. Basically, why you pay so much for colleges? Because the infrastructure they have built, the campus they have built, it's like all the money is going there, and it's almost like a small little city, an environment where you are supposed to grow and expand your mind. The COVID has changed the rules of engagement have been altered. So it seems like you're just paying for something like to watch YouTube right now, like to basically get like videos streamed to you. So it's become this way, and this has opened up a new kind of education system where it's digital coaching, right? So people have been doing digital coaching for some time in the past, but with COVID, it has bloomed. Okay, it's like expanded, and like in 2025, it's projected that this educational system of decentralizing, like people start coaching people on like a internet platform. It's going to it's going to be a 350 billion dollar industry. And if you have an expertise, right, if you have an expertise in engineering, coding, or whatever, like whatever it may be, it could be underwater basket weaving or ice sculpting, I don't know. Like this is just examples out there, but you have like something like which is more into the STEM fields, like science, technology, engineering, mathematics, or the humanities, like like humanities, ethics, creativity, and what else, like I forgot the acronym, but you know what I mean, right? So anything which is based on a knowledge-based model, you can bring it, make it into a digital product, and ship it to the internet. And you can have like a business of you teaching people, changing their lives. And like the best person, the industry leader I've found so far, whom I'm also following myself. My design courses will be coming out soon. Would be Siddharth Rajshekhar. I put up the link down there. You are free to like check it out. So why does it matter that people need to start mentoring other people through the internet? It's because if look, it's uh, one of the co-founders of DHL. I have forgotten his name, but like one of the quotes that he said was, "It's actually a crime of you not sharing your experiences to the next generation. Because you're like your the experience that you've generated is missing out. Like you don't want it to go to the grave. You want to pass it on. So that's the whole point of being that, like it's the whole point of being the benevolent father archetype. All right, like what Carl Jung was talking about. If you notice, if you have seen the movie Pinocchio, when Geppetto, the puppet master, like uh, designs Pinocchio. Basically, he crafts Pinocchio. Like that's his expectation. The benevolent father wants the next generation to be an individual, to have the experiences that he had. That's basically what the movie is about in the beginning stages. And then when Pinocchio keeps going to the other, sectors of that economy, he meets like tyrannical fathers. Basically, like people are trying to like exploit him to do their job and stuff like that. So back to this is that at the moment the only thing that experience we can uh, share is knowledge based business, like theories. You gotta like explain it to them. You gotta look. Already there's enough information and data in YouTube and all the other internet stuff, but it's not extracted into knowledge and business, knowledge and wisdom. I'm sorry, knowledge and wisdom. And you've got to take the knowledge and wisdom, make it into a business, make it into like a environment yourself in the digital sphere. And when you charge money to the person, right, it's as if he's committed to, he's investing money, so there is skin in the game. So he or she would be committed to like finish your course. So you got to design a course such a way that people are willing to check it out and study, learn from you. Like if you are into supply chain management, for example, like you can talk to them about your experiences, your case studies of what you dealt in the business, and you can share that with the people. And imagine that, like people with that knowledge, with the experiences of like a billion coaches around the world. Like, okay, consider like we have reached 8 billion people, and consider that 1 billion of them are coaches, like they have experienced stuff. Like imagine the knowledge capital that you'll build on the internet. Imagine like all the students coming and learning whatever they want. Like they want to learn design, they can come to design school. Like if they want to learn business school, they'll go to like a guy who's teaching them business school. Finance, and they'll learn from him. Like stock market analysis and stuff, they'll go to one person. So these guys will become like the leaders of their game basically. And this is a whole new potential. Right now there's only knowledge business, all right. Like we are not seeing all the craft stuff, like the experience stuff. But I argue that it's going to change, because like already we are going to have VR capabilities, like virtual reality capabilities, where just think about it. In 2020, the late 2020, we saw. I'm sorry, late 2019 actually. Half-Life Alex was made by Valve, and they had the Valve Index, which would detect fingertips. Like exponentially, the VR technology is improving in such an extent that we're going to have an Apple moment for it. By Apple moment, I'm talking about like the when first the iPhone got released in 2007, an explosion of smartphones. Similarly, we're going to have an explosion of VR capable devices, and with VR, you have experience on demand. Imagine you can like okay, this I want to specifically talk about surgery for some reason, but in surgery, like you gotta do hands-on, right? You gotta work on cadavers hands-on. What if you could create a simulation in this decade? Like I'm talking about this decade, that a simulation so accurate that it's actually irreplaceable. You can't see any difference between the reality and what's not. It's almost like the Matrix. But this is one of the applications that I thinking about, like a cadaver with real real repercussions, like where the person has to like embody being a surgeon, and it has to like do like a surgeon simulator, basically a surgeon simulator which is accurate. There's already a surgeon simulator out there, but it's more of a game. But this one I'm talking about, an accurate surgeon simulator. So this is what the future is looking to be. It's going to be a massive video game, and you get to learn skills, and it's going to be a very exciting time. And if you want to get started today, I suggest pick whatever your expertise is in, whatever you think your expertise is in. Like start teaching it to other people, and that's what I am doing right now with my stuff. And I hope this is useful to you. And if any feedback you have, please let me know so that I can improve myself. I'm serious about this. I'm gonna like start making better videos and record better courses too. And this is me signing off. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.